Why is the world conspiring against you going to draw? What is happening whenever you pick a pen and then 10,000 ideas come into your head, or there is certain tasks and a lot of stuff happen and then you go like, that's too much pressure, I drop in the pen, no drawing. Today you're gonna learn that maybe the world's not conspiring against you, but there are certain principles that when you understand them, when you can use them to go with you, not against you, you can draw much more, much better. And this video is going to save you in loads of those parts. So stick watching for great content. We are going to talk here about 6 principles that they can help you a lot to understand and to endure the painting, the drawing habit through long-term years, long-term weeks, months, how much it's going to be for you, and still improve little by little. So let's get into principle number 1, the Zeigarnik Effect. I don't know how to pronounce that. Pretty much, it's just you. It's just you drawing there, all happy. Ha ha ha, I'm so happy. I forgot that I said to my mom that I was going to do this, and then you're like drawing again, and I said I was going to make an art gift for that friend. And then you remember this and that and this other thing and this other thing. That's the Zeigarnik Effect for you. That's right. In your most perfect focused moments, you're gonna remember those tasks that you left unfinished, that you left in your mind for the loading area. Like, yeah, I'm gonna process that. I'm going to process that much later, but I will. And then your brain is going to bring for you. Do you know when? Do you know when? Exactly. When you are the most focused, finally doing something productive, that's when your brain is going to remind you. So what I personally do to solve this, because when I go drawing, it's like every single task in the world that I forgot to do, my brain just reminds me. And the best ideas, exactly when I'm focused, they come. So what we can do for you, what you can do to help you even more, that I personally love doing. Number 1, let an open notepad, paper close to you, so you can just go write down that idea and get back to the focus as soon as possible. Just write that thing down. No, you're not going to write a full story. No, I know you want that. You are just going to write down the task, like take the trash out from home. That, just write that and get completely back to your task. I know sometimes our mind can go, and this other task, and this other task, and this other task. Remove them a lot, because one day or another you were there just accumulating those tasks, just accumulating them. I did that. It took me some good days of writing down them days. It took me some good months. Some good months to just understand that. Go and write them down and get back to focus. Get back to focus, okay? Get back to that focus. And you're gonna notice that not all of them need to be writing them. Some of them are just like, you're just thinking of random stuff that you saw in the internet. And you're gonna go like, no, back to focus. They're not like real chores that need to be done exactly in that moment. So you take them into the paper, get out of your head, so your head can relax more. Because guess what? Whenever you're doing those little reminders in your mind, your brain is using so much energy, guys. So much energy. And we do not want our brains using that much energy. Because guess what? That's going to make us get... You got this! Tired! We don't want to get tired so fast. We don't. Take notes and then set up an alarm so you can go and check out those notes in a time that is the best for you, okay? Now let's go to principle number 2. The Pareto Principle. I love that one. I am addicted to that one. The Pareto Principle, that it's about that 20% of the stuff that you do give you 80% of the results. Well. You may ask yourself, wow, how is this even this happens? A lot of the time. I can give a personal example of myself. 20% of the activities that I do about getting my body in shape or being healthier are the ones that are giving me the most results. I say most of my day sitting down. Most of my day sitting down. But those small times that I'm going to eat, I focus into eating the best option possible for my body to have a high performance, that I will feel good, that I will feel at peace, and all of that stuff. Because I'm not all the time eating. I'm only a small portion of the time eating. And that's going to give me energy for the rest of the day. Another example in drawing this time. Whenever you're drawing a composition, the composition is not the biggest part. the painting, the detailing, the shadows, the rendering, all of that's going to take much more, champs. But the composition, getting everything in the perfect place, getting everything in a certain way, in a certain perspective, in the angle that is going to show, wow, that's a fantastic artwork. That's where the magic starts. And let's talk specifically on splash art example. Those art for gaming, game industry, all of that stuff. In the first few hours, they already set the whole composition. And by whole composition, I also mean shadows. I also mean light, colors, ambient light, everything. But do you know what they do for all of the 80% rest? There's little videos on YouTube showing the process of them drawing, so you can totally see that. It's them just rendering. Most of it, it's them going, oh, and this is the placement, this is the light, this is that. I'm setting the composition in the right way, and then all of the rest of the time, they're just rendering the light, rendering the color, rendering the detail, rendering that metal of the armor, all of it in the rest. But the main important part is in the start, where you're setting up everything. So when you're drawing, why not take your time to set up your scene the way it should be, the way it needs to be? We want to rush so much into, hey, I gotta get this perfect and this other thing. Maybe not. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't need to have the best rendering at the start of your drawing. Maybe you don't need the best detailing at the first 3 hours of your drawing. But you need to have the best composition, everything set it up like a great base, so you can go and jump in and just go like, haha, so good, I love it, haha. And now for number three, 1, 2, 3. Parkinson's law. Work will expand to fill the time allotted for its completion. The time that you set up to do a certain task, guess what? That's the time you're gonna use for that certain task. This can be seen in two ways, the good way and the bad way. Let's say you have 5 months to do a certain task. The amount of extreme effort you're gonna have, like truly rising the levels of our cortisol, stress hormone, it's going to be much lower than if you set it, that same task for 1 week. You're gonna get much more stressed. And is it because in the 5 months it didn't put effort? You didn't do your best? No. It's because it was little by little, frequently. Do you see that word? Frequently. Frequency can help you not get those bursts of crazy energy to make a work happen. I can give an example of a crazy burst of work that I did, and I did not know that it was possible. Parkinson's law. Parkinson's law also show that if you really need to set up something in that time, it's possible. Sometimes the real limiting thing is our minds. That's not even a joke. It's our minds. In my case, I needed to make a splash art in 1 week. In 1 week. And I had other projects going on and all of that stuff. And I did that. In any place of my mind, I thought that it was possible. I didn't even ask if it was possible. I was just in my mind, okay, girl, you go and draw. We don't even have time to question logic. We go and draw. We go and draw. We need to finish that for that art contest. That happened 3 years ago, by the way. Bro, I was just feeling that I need to finish. I don't even have time to question anything. You don't even have time to question it. You go and you draw it. And some way, somehow, you're gonna get something at the end. Let's see what it's going to be at the end. Because right now, you gotta be focused in the run. Focus. And so, about the Parkinson's law. I show it one side, let's talk about the other side. Careful on how much time you add for each task. Sometimes it's too little and sometimes it's too much. What do you mean by too much? Maybe you don't need a full year to finish an artwork. Maybe you don't need a full year. And if it's too little, maybe you don't need to finish that artwork in 1 single day. Yes, but I said that I was going to do this for my client or because it's for the birthday of my friend. Put in the balance. Put in the balance. Health, the compromise, the promise that you did. Is the health fine? Be true to yourself. Is health balance fine? Is health balance fine? Tell me. And the opposite is also true. Is you just completely fine in health and you're setting a task like for too much time, but too much time that if you just turn it off, all social media and internet, you could get it done in like 1 hour or 2 hours. Because guys, I mean that we need app blocks. We do need app blocks. I don't care which one you're using, just use that. If you're not using them, why are you doing this to your productivity and your focus? Leave it to your brain. Take care of your brain. When was the last time you just patted your brain? Pat your brain. Yeah, that's right. I love your brain. I love your brain. We gotta have those times with our brains. Careful with the time that you're adding for your drawing. It's important to set a good amount of time that's not freaking up your health, but it's also the right amount of time to go in and have that pump going on like, oh damn, I'm adding that effort. Not crazily effort, but I'm adding the effort and I can stay frequent to that. Now, number 4, I love that one. I use that one like every single day. And since I started using that one, nothing bad could ever go worse. Nothing. Like, I promise, nothing. Number 4, Murphy's Law. Murphy's Law talk that prepare for the worst, because it will probably happen. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong in the best day possible. So how can this help you with your artwork? If you're there just planning, this afternoon it will be me and my drawing. No. It's you, the drawing, and a third person that it's the Murphy Law. Or you can just imagine a little demon or a little whatever you want to imagine. It's you, the drawing, and a third person in the room. It's never only you in the drawing. You gotta imagine there's a third person that you create in your head, and those voices are in your head, and maybe that third person is there like, wow, I just broke your computer, handle that. Wow, I just broke something in the kitchen, go check that out. Wow, I just invited your mom to come here visit you. I know you are drawing, so I thought this was the best time possible. Wow, I thought it would be cool if the ceiling just fell down right here in close to you working right here. This time was the best one, so I did that for you, Gabs. You're welcome. When you start imagining that third person in your life, and you just go like, I know I'm going to draw, but that little demon that I have close to me, that one is going to do something. So you just get prepared for that something. You understand that you cannot just let it happen and like, why? I was not expecting. Remember that third person in the room, your drawing, yes, your drawing is also a person. And then that little thing close to you just saying,
I'm gonna mess that up. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. You didn't even follow it. I'm gonna do that.
It's there all the time. So whenever you're going to draw, you set up, prepare for it. How? Add an extra hour for the activity you need to do for the drawing. Add that extra hour. Maybe you're going to deliver an artwork for commission. Add 1 week extra for the delivery. Add that 1 week extra. And if you deliver in the right time, perfect! You delivered faster than you promised. But if not, ta-da! You saw Murphy's Law were there at your side saying,
I just did that. I'm so proud.
That's Murphy Law for you. Number 5, I don't know how to pronounce that. Hawthorne Effect. I learned this one very soon in life. Very soon. Past war memories. People change when they're being observed. That's right. When someone is watching you all the time, you just change that. You just change how you're doing stuff. And you can use that in your way. So whenever you're drawing, maybe it's hard for you to go and finish that. I know people that go and stream the drawings, record the drawings just so they can stay more focused. And that does work. That does work. Because you feel like, hey, this is for the record, that's for other people, I'm gonna do, and you keep on drawing. Because social pressure is real! Yay! Social pressure is amazing! I love it! Use that in your favor, not against you. You can always choose to go like, there's pressure, they're always look at me and doing that. Or you can use that, maybe I can use that. I can be the evil character. So use that in your favor by having a friend, having a family member, I don't know who, that you go and check on them time to time to just show your art and go like, hey, look at that. Hey, look at that. Or them just coming to you and saying, show me your art. Show me your art. From time to time, you choose how much is too much and how much is too little. You are the one in control, not me. I'm just a random girl in YouTube giving you art tips by using random principles and laws. Number 6, and the final one that I use a lot, and I didn't know that I used that also a lot. It's pretty much this whole video me saying I use that a lot. Which one of these you didn't use so much? Comment down below right now. Pause this video and comment down below which one you are not using so much and you're like, Gabs, I gotta use this one because this one's going to help me a ton. The Kaizen Principle. It's about continuous small improvements. You're not focusing in the big picture, you're focusing in the, but what if I just did this small tiny detail better in every single drawing? And then the next drawing, but what if I also did this tiny little tiny little detail a little bit better? And then you keep on doing that, and doing that, and doing that. Bro, I swear, people always ask if I'm on drugs because I'm always laughing and smiling. The Kaizen Principle can be broken down into 4 areas. First, you visualize what you could do better. I could be drawing this eye, like those amazing eyes that you see in the artworks that you see on. And then you measure, oh, what is the difference between my artwork and that smegzy eye that I saw in the internet? And then you go and do that. You see that little detail, you add that little detail. You see that little bending, that curve, you go and add a little curve. And then you improve. Ta-da, you did it, you drew. That's right. And then you repeat the process, but with a different part in your drawing. You do that. Did this video help you? Did this video not help you at all? Well, I want to know in the comments what's your opinion about it, because I do love listening and just reading the comments. Yes, I read every single one of them. No, I don't reply to them because it's like 100 per week or more, but I do read every single one of them. You are amazing, champ. If you want to learn art with me, check link in the description for my art platform, because if you are there just struggling a lot with art, maybe you need a hand to take you out of it, and I can be that hand. My classes or mentorship with me can help you a lot. If that's the calling for you, go for it. I'm serious, go for it. Being alone is much harder. Champ, thank you very much for watching. You're amazing. All the love, all the peace, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye!